Hey guys, me Dave. I kind of want to respond to some comments on the last video. I did the last video on purpose. I'm glad it pissed some of you guys off because I really do hope people wake up. And I'll tell you the reason why. Um, I don't want you to be so gullible out there is because remember David Atkins. Um, he was supposedly a TI, and TIs were bending over backwards to help the guy and all this stuff. Little did anybody know that he was carrying a loaded gun with him when TIs were letting them stay with them and stuff like that. You know, um, you know, so you have to be careful out there, and you have to be alert, and you really have to know what's going on. Um, I want to respond to some of the comments on the last video saying that I shouldn't give advice and all this stuff. Um, that's complete BS. Um, I've been through it all. I've had V2K and all this stuff. All these so-called targets that are brand new making videos and stuff like that. If you know, if you're the real deal, um, and you believe that borax baths and you eat borax is going to stop your targeting, then why are you still being targeted? So, everyone I talk to, uh, the lookout for Charlie thing, doesn't work as far as the people that I've talked to, you know. So, all I'm doing is I'm trying to wake people up, trying to get people not to be so gullible and try every little thing and spend your money on every little thing. There's some people that have spent $5,000 to $10,000 on shielding and it doesn't do a darn thing. They're still getting targeted the same, and some people are getting, hit really, really hard. And they spent a ton of money. You know, so you know, um, I'm not gonna stop giving advice. Like I say, bentonite clay helps take out heavy metals. Warm water with lemon juice helps detox. Um, grounding helps, but it does seem to stop working after a couple years. To really, get rid of electronic stress that they put in your body. So you know, you don't like my attitude, don't watch my videos. You know, um, and you're probably a fake TI to begin with, because like I say, I've been hit with everything. I've had voice of skull, and I'll tell you what, a lot of people with voice of skull get skits. Are you getting a skit? How many people are on your voice of skull? You know, it's usually only 2 to 3 people at the most, because it becomes too schizophrenic. So unless you don't, unless you know what you're talking about, what you're going through, I would keep your comments to yourself. Anyway, so I'm glad it pissed some of you guys off. You know, um, I'm trying to wake people up, because they're putting themselves in danger. They're making themselves broke. It's all, this program is set up so you kind of, you do yourself in. It's set up so you make poor choices. They're walking you to your own death, is basically what it is. But you got to try to avoid that, if you can. And as far as being hit with weapons and mind control, if you're under heavy mind control, why aren't you explaining what you're going through? Because I can tell if you're full of BS or not. you know so a lot of fake TIs out there making videos and all this stuff. They all of a sudden reappeared a few months ago. you know um, you know it's like us real TIs know what's going on. and we're in a big program and stuff, and we know what's going on. We can tell the fakes when we see them. So, um, I mean, these guys that claim they've been, you know, injected with implants, and oh, they held me down and inject me with implants and all this stuff. That's all BS. They're not real TIs, you guys. I can guarantee it. You know. So anyway, I'm glad. I'm glad it kind of pissed you guys off about my last video. There's so many gimmicks in this community. On those calls. It's always the next big thing and stuff. And I want you guys to be careful of that, because like I say, they want you to be broke. They want you spending all your money on this ridiculous stuff. And like I say, the next thing is these hearing aids. Are you really going to walk around wearing hearing aids, noise canceling hearing aids? Some of the stuff is made some of the stuff is made to make you look crazy. If you think hot sauce will take your targeting away and will get you out of this program, put some hot sauce on your tongue, put some hot sauce on your hair, take a bath in hot sauce. Come on, guys. If you're offended by what I'm saying, I'm trying to protect you, not hurt you. And maybe I don't go, maybe I don't say it the best way, and maybe people get offended by the way I say it, but you gotta be really careful out there, you guys, and stuff. It's big psyop going on. Somebody who's interviewed thousands of TIs has said that they think only 30% of us are real TIs. That means 70% of them are probably fakes. And I totally agree with that, because we're surrounded by them. They're on Facebook, they're on YouTube, they're on those calls. It's the same ones that always talk and control the calls. It's controlled. So that's kind of all I want to say. I don't like making videos like that, but I don't know how else to get through to some people that you get relief when they give you relief. When they give you relief, you get relief. I've tried a lot of things and trying to block these frequencies and block remote. Trying to block remote neural monitoring is impossible. It's impossible. It goes through everything. Voice to skull. When I had voice to skull, I would listen to color bars, and they would stop the voice to skull and actually let me sleep. And a lot of my voice to skull was the chatterbox. But excuse me. But I had they were also live quite a bit. They would interrogate me at nighttime. They would flip through my memories. Like I say, I was probably 8 years old, and I stole a pack of gum. They would bring that memory up and interrogate me using that memory, and interrogate me. And they would do that throughout my life. They would bring up a memory and interrogate